Hello and welcome each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCT Center, and joining me again is lovely Morganne Rayne, Adept, Visionary, spiritual guide, ceremonialist, and artist, and much more.
Guide into the other dimensions.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
something what you've been telling about the story that I came to you a couple days ago when you said I'm old as a time, yeah? So I think about you is the same thing, old as a time. You have knowledge of this
Yeah.
time, of this all lives what you've been.
Well, that's why we're here right now, because we do have knowledge, because we know what's happening. We know you know this is such a beautiful time to be alive, and it's probably the hardest time to be alive too. But if you have the vision, if you have the stamina to stay present, and it does take stamina to stay present, because the world's going to try to jerk you back into it. And I've often quoted that one scripture, to be in the world, but not of the world. So, when you feel those energies yanking you into the world, or into the drama, or into the worry, or into the fear, you know that you're not present. And so it's coming back to being in the present moment. And a lot of people right now, I see they're really distracted because there is so much fear around. They're distracted, and they're in. We were talking about worry right before we started the show. Like, worry is, well, worry has big energy, doesn't it? I know that the guests can, welcome to humanity. We've all had that that worry piece. We've gotten to experience that. But that energy of that worry is really energy that could be used to envision, to remember, to awaken. When we're worrying, I when I was teaching metaphysics, I had a little tag thing about worry. Is I called it praying without ceasing. So it just depends upon what you want to pray for, right? If we worry about, kids, or we worry about income, or we worry about, where the world's going, it's really a misuse of our creatorship. We are here to create. We're here to become. When we allow the world to pull us into its lower density energies, that's where the worry starts. Because then we've left God out of the equation. We've left our creatorship out of the equation. When we succumb to the energy of worry or fear, or any of those lower density energies.
But it's so easy because so many things happening at the moment, yeah? It's so easy to just get back to this old way of really going in worry, going in fear. Yeah, it's very easy to pull back there.
Well, yeah, I guess it is. I think it's spiritual laziness. I'm just going to call it what it is. It's really spiritual laziness, in that we let the world dictate to us where our energies are going to go, rather than allowing the divine to dictate to us what our energies are and what we have to contribute to our world. When there are issues going on in the world, and we let our energies pull us that way, what do we have left for creatorship?
Nothing.
No. Right? So guess who wins? The world. The world and its fear and its pain and its suffering. There was a question on Sunday. I teach a course in miracles on Sunday mornings, and one of our students had said about, but what about all the bad people who are doing bad stuff. I'm just, that's not exactly how he said it, but the gist of it was, well, what about all the people doing bad stuff, right? And harming people. And there was this energy around it, right? Because the focus was on the bad people. The focus is on what they've done wrong. Well, yeah, we can know that's going on in the world without attaching our energy body to it. So, like when I look at things like that, when I'm looking at the energies of the world, I'll just go, okay, so that's the, well, one. let's go back. All that stuff is like, I call it past creations. It's not even new creation. It's just showing us what the consciousness of humanity has been up until that point. It doesn't offer us anything alive or new. It's just offering us old information. So when we see things in our world like war and hunger and I work with groups where we're in prayer groups for the rescuing of children. Well, my focus is on the rescuing of the children and seeing them safe and know that they have everything they need and that they're loved. And so that's where I'm going to put my energy. Some people take that and start getting angry and start using their energy in a way where they become unconnected to or disconnected from their spiritual self and from their creatorship. They've gotten right in bed with the low density frequency, and they're not doing anything. There's no energy that they can give it that will bring change to the whole thing. Change happens in consciousness. It happens in consciousness, and then the consciousness directs us to what to do. So for me, my consciousness has always directed me to hold a higher vision. Okay, so this is going on in the world. All right, so this is going on. All right, what's God's vision here? What's life's vision here? What's Creator's vision here? So you can ask yourself those kinds of questions rather than get sucked into the world. And that's what it feels like sometimes. Mm-hmm. It can literally feel like it's sucking you up into its drama and into its suffering and into its whole piece. I don't know how much you want to share about what happened for you the other day, but I watched you go from drama about what happened to what the gift was, right? And totally two different energies, right? Totally two different, like you took something that was tragic and sad and confusing, and when we were complete, it was a total gift for you, and it's a gift that will continue on for the rest of your life. It was that big a gift. So when we look at things differently, when we wake up and remember, then anything that happens out in the world, it's not about it's of no business of ours, except for reminding us what the truth is.
Yeah, we have few people watching us live. Please, guys, please say hello in the comments. Say hello to us in the comments. Please ask questions. We are waiting for you to actually ask us questions. If you have something what you want to know from your lives and share with us, Morganne is more than willing to help and talk about your experiences and how you could maybe change your mindset, because she's absolutely brilliant on tapping into your highest self and literally helping see things from different perspectives. Like you just mentioned, happening tragic thing, which one really was, like you said, confusing and tragic and very sad and okay. I think it's so life changing and helping could help other people in different ways and understandings, that I think that I need share this story, and I uh, need share what happened couple days. First of all, everything started from I went shopping, just normal shopping, and in one shop I take out keys from the car, put somewhere, put my coat on, and keys disappeared. No more car keys. I was looking all around. At the moment, my mom is visiting me, and my mom was helping, looking around, and we both nearly crawling around this place there, and nothing. We're looking in the car, we're looking in my bag. Thank God I have spare key in a bag. Okay, fine. I've been like, okay, I can understand. Probably it's somewhere in the bags, between shopping bags, like just because I'm stressed now, I cannot notice, but okay. And then we go another shop, go another places, couple places, and home. And I bring shopping bags in, and when I second time went for rest of shopping bags, I find my keys on the top of the roof, and my car's roof is not like square one and straight line. My car is like with little bend, yeah, on back. So keys was balancing on my roof, yeah, with slope, not on a straight surface, yeah. And imagine I was driving like that at least for something like 20 minutes. Yeah. When I noticed this, you can see that it is God's hand to help me, because it's not possible. You're going around roundabouts, you're going around corners, you're stopping at traffic lights, starting up, yeah. On car is actually slippery, yeah. How keys can balance? It's it's only God's hand can do that, yeah. It's trust in God's existence, trust that it's this support is there for me. And I Morganne knows I'm actually lacking time and time again. I'm losing this trust, complete trust, everything will be okay. Uh, and then something very sad happened. I feed my foxes on a regular basis for years, for literally for years, since I about 15 years in this place, and for about 15 years I'm on regular basis feed my foxes. And and one I find a few days back, I find one of my fox dying on my doorstep, literally by my window on my front garden. So it was horrible. It was very sad, horrible. It was shock for me. And thank God I had appointment to speak with Morganne that night. And there was question what mom was telling me that, I not understand why the fox actually come to your home, because foxes usually wild animals going somewhere away if they feel they dying, and why would some wild animal come to you? And I straight away, without even thinking, I replied to mom to, that's because folks trusted in me, yeah. And I at that moment I felt the fox actually trusted that I will be able to save them. Yeah. But I think after talking with Morganne, it's all came up that it's actually a little bit different message. And maybe Morganne, for me to not go on in my sad story, maybe you can deep in here and help me out for rest of it, of your vision of this and how we work through that.
Yeah. So I don't believe there's any mistakes. So if Fox,
Obviously, I'm sorry, but I felt that maybe if I find this fox earlier, if I went out to my front garden earlier, maybe I could do something else. Yeah, maybe I would be able to connect with these people from wildlife rescue. Yeah, I done it. I connected actually to them, and I connected extremely fast. I connect literally in half an hour. I get all on. I done everything to actually help this fox, but it was too late for it. Yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
so I couldn't.
Right. And you had kind of gone down that path of I could have done more, I should have done
Yeah,
more if I'd have been paying attention. It's like, and humans do that. Like we think we're in control.
yeah. We won't. At least we won't hang on to this illusion.
We do, right? And then we blame ourselves. So when Daiga came to me with this story, I could really see how distraught you were, and you were caught up in if I had only. And I'm not getting that energy at all. I'm getting, oh, Fox showed up for you. let's find let's find out what Fox had to tell you, right? And it was absolutely stunningly beautiful, the messages that came through about Fox. And I had remembered I had some animal cards, so I went and pulled them, and the messages in there were absolutely perfect. But one of the things I remembered from, because I've worked with people who are dying, and I've been present for people who are dying. And one of the things I remembered long time ago that someone had shared with me is when someone is passing and you're present, that last breath is your breath, and you bring it in, and it's almost like you can take in their frequency, their energy. And that's what came through for you, was that, oh, you were there present with it as it was passing. It gave you the energy, it gave you that. And so if you look at what Fox is, right, there's some negative connotations to Fox. They call it the trickster, or any of that. But the truth is, Fox is so cunning and so aware of its surroundings and what's going on. It knows what to avoid. It knows where to go. It knows who to trust. And that was the big thing with you, because you'd been feeding the fox for so long that they knew you. Your essence was imparted into the food as you had it. Your energy, your love for them, that was all in the food that you offered to them. And they know that, they feel that, they experience that. And this fox, as tragic in human concerns as it is, it's and that's the other thing, is like, I'm not dead. Right? Maybe the body is done, but that has nothing to do with life. And so it was like as though the fox was freed. And literally I could see your whole energy shift and change as we talked about the fox and what the messages of the fox were. And it was beautiful in terms of letting go the drama in the story of this death event that happened, to seeing and recognizing the gift and the beauty in it. And in human terms, yeah, it's tragic. A beautiful animal is gone. But its energy, its message is alive, and that's alive in you. And so that's how we carry it forward. And then of course I get that fox is your totem, to use the energy of the fox. So, and then you could share your dream that you had, which I think it's like it's an ongoing piece with this energy of the fox, and it's important for all of us to pay attention to these things. So share about what happened in the dream.
Yeah, I had that night after Fox passing and after session with Morganne, I had dreamed that I'm actually running as one of the cops. I find out that my couple foxes, old foxes, what I feed, have actually 6 cubs this year. I always was saying, "Oh my God!" I all the time feeding them, and I see the other people who feed foxes that they see the cups and the cups coming, and they actually know about them and so on. And this year, I actually hear noise in my front garden, and I saw 6 cups actually playing on my front garden and my flower pots, and I wasn't very happy about that because they literally make huge mess out of it. And for some time, not only I know they've been visiting for some time, and I didn't know about that because I for some time already have mess in my flower pots, and I was blaming maybe some kids who decided misbehave or something, but on the end of the day, it's actually 6 fox cups. Yeah, and I know about that. And at that time, when was this night, and I dreamed, I was like one of those cops running from something, but I know I am in a dream, and I checked to myself consciously. I remember checking, do we run from some danger? Is there any more danger? Because I know what happened. I do remember, and I know what happened with this fox. And no, there is no danger. We're just running for fun. And then we all end up in a cave, like where foxes live. And I saw this picture. Sometimes you can see in some artists maybe make picture where is the big fox on middle and little ones around, yeah. And I saw this picture there where we make it to that point, yeah. And then after a little while, I was awake and I something else, but yeah, I do remember straight away this these two things: us running free and happy, yeah, and then getting there, they share where they live, they share their home to me, yeah. And now when I Morganne was telling me that she see this fox's fur around me, around my shoulders, but I see like fox, not dead fox or any dead fox's fur, but I see like live fox just lying on my shoulders and with one eye open, another claws winging at me, yeah, and very comfortably enjoying place on my shoulders, yeah,
Yeah.
and guarding me and giving all knowledge and everything what they have.
Yep. The other and another piece that came in that didn't come in the other day was about the play piece, and you've talked about that when you were saying you weren't running from danger, you were running for fun,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So yeah, fun is an aspect that we tend to lose as we become older. We, we run from danger, but when was the last time you ran for fun? It's like, how can you use the gift or the wisdom of the fox to enhance and make your life more beautiful? So you got that beautiful gift, and the thing is, people will ignore big pieces. That's a big piece. That's almost a life-changing piece there, because you dealt with death, you dealt with your ego control on it. You had a shift of energy right away. you're embracing the gifts. But how many people do that, right? That tragedy happens and they get stuck in the tragedy of it and carry that energy. They get upset with themselves about all they could have or should have done or didn't do or whatever. We can drag our energy down in that way. But to take the event and use the event, and I'm going to go back to world events that are going around because people are scared. Well, first I'd say turn off your stupid TV, but quit scaring yourself, right? Because you're going to hear it out there in the world. It's going on. What country's being bombed? Where's the next flood? Where's the next? All these geo events that are happening, all the political events that are happening, and we can get so sucked into that world. And anger comes up a lot. Lack of control comes up a lot. There's all of that energy. But like with the fox, if you can stop and you go, okay, why am I here in the presence of this? What's my job in the presence of this? What am I to be aware of in the presence of this? Because your energy isn't to go into that lower density of the fear and the shame and the blame and all of that, which is where yours was starting to take you, the blame route. I could have done more. I should have been aware, right? But that's not the way it was supposed to play out. It played out the way it was supposed to play out. Almost as though, I don't want to call the fox a sacrifice because there's a lot of negative connotations to that. But in some ways, it gave the energy that you needed to have a shift in consciousness about something big in your life. And so in some ways, some things have to go away. So negative thoughts have to go away. Behaviors need to change. There's a lot that when we're adopting a new way of looking at life and standing in our purpose work as we look at our life, we have to change. We get to change, but we have to change. If we don't change, we stay stuck in the egoic world, and ego, remember, is edging God out. We stay stuck in that egoic world, and we feel like, well, if I'd only done more, if I should have done, how did I not know? All that negative stuff that gets presented to us every day. If we can stay conscious and awake to what is it that we're here to do and bring, and bring that unapologetically to your world, unabashedly to your world. I remember a couple of years ago when the mask mandates were in full effect, right? And I had to go to one of the big box stores because I was shopping for my community, and I had to shop there because I needed bulk stuff. And I had to wear to even just get in the door. And I just decided that I'm going to just bring this joy through it all, right? I'm just going to shop, and with my eyes, I'm going to look at people and love them. And when I got outside, of course, I took the thing off, and there's just this joy all around me. There was no anger about what I had to do to get what I needed. And there's a guy that worked at Costco. He goes, "You have made my day." Because everyone around was so angry, and I was not. I was just in this place of pure joy and love for everything that I was looking at. And if that was only for that man that saw me, that got to experience that joy, I could probably die now and be happy, right? Literally, it's so you don't know what, because we can bring our old nasty sad ass energies and get a lot of commiseration from people, right? But when we choose to, and that will bring their energy down, that will bring, continue to bring your energy down. But when you make the choice to love and be joy and be peace in a world where it says no, you win. You win because you're bringing love, joy, and peace. And that's filling you up, and it gets to bless those who really in that time need. And for that gentleman, you could see, because he worked there, he's schlepping carts and but yet I'm going to give him the love and the joy, and it made his day to have that experience. I have basketfuls of stories like that about choosing to be joy, no matter what. So that just takes a decision. Who am I? Who am I? And so we go back to to authenticity, right? There's the conversation that, love is the highest frequency, and it is. It just, unconditional love is not just love, but unconditional divine love. But if we become authentic in that awareness, and we stay authentic to love, stay authentic to peace and joy, that authenticity shines through, and it molds the character, right? So it begins to mold the character of who you are, and things may try to drag you down, but when your character is being molded by love and joy and peace, that's a strong character.
Yeah, that's fits in what we've been talking about. If our show watching even one person, and we can help even one person, then this hour what we spend is not wasted. Our time is not wasted.
Oh, absolutely not, because remember, we're all one. We're one. We're we're all one. I see you, I see me. You see me, you see you. Right? We need to wake up and remember that, and just be authentic to what we came here to do. And being love is not the popular thing to do. But then that's the world thing, right? Being cute and stylish and sexy. Ooh, sexy. All of that. Those are lures to pull you into the world. They are lures that pull you in and cause you to compare yourself to others. Once we step into that kind of realm, we lost it. When we start comparing ourselves, that we you lose it, because there is no comparison. There's only, all that does is bring out those pieces of you that still need to be healed once you start comparing. But if you're in comparison, you may not be awake enough to see, oh, wait a minute, I still believe, or, oh, that's still lurking inside of me. So to take what the world is trying to tell you and continue to mold your authenticity, that character of who you are as love and light and peace, bring that energy, bring that frequency up real high. I'm not at home. I'm helping a friend. I'm house sitting and critters sitting. I love her. I love her critters. She has a cat and a dog and some fish. So, and I love them and they love me. And so I get my kitty doggy time. Yesterday it started snowing pretty hard here. And I had plans for my day to go home for a little while, do some things, go shopping. And I was going to go outside, and the driveway was a sheet of ice. And it's like, oh no, I'm going to have a respect for this illusion. You know,
You
I had
try to make God laugh, yeah? You make plans for your day.
I did, you know, and then it's like I came back inside and I go, oh, well, perhaps this is a good day to sit and reflect and um, you know, paint. And I was texting back and forth with my sister, and she was telling me, "Please be careful out there." You know, all of that, right? I love her. She's great about things like that. Uh, and she said, "Do you have everything you need?" I go, "I do. I have my art pad. I have my pencils. I have
I
some."
think she was asking different. Do you have food and water, something like that?
It didn't matter. I had my art pad and my pencils, and I brought some beautiful fruit, and you know, I'm not going to starve, right? But it's funny because I just realized I had everything I needed. I didn't need to go anywhere. I didn't need to do anything, and so I just settled in with the kitty and the dog and watched the snow all day, and um, and 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 drew and just had a wonderful experience of just being with me and being present. And you know, we don't often take those beautiful moments to just be you and feel into you. And it was quite lovely to have that experience. So it's supposed to snow again today. Well, it has been snowing on and off, but yeah, it might just be another one of those beautiful days where I just slip into Morganne land.
It sounds beautiful experience. It really does sounds like peaceful, beautiful experience for you.
Yep.
And cat and dog and fish by your side. It sounds idyllic, really.
Yep.
Very nice.
So
Uh,
so I, you know, and if you look at it though, this is the life I created. You know, it's staying authentic to me. What do I love, and what loves me, right? That whole beautiful energy. Um, and like you with the foxes, cats and dogs love me. It's kind of weird. People say my kitty doesn't love anyone, but it will love me, and all dogs pretty much love me. So you know, it's a beautiful realm to live in.
yeah. Please, guys, we have people who watching us. Please, please, please say hello and ask your questions. Morgan is really willing to answer your questions and help you out with whatever struggles you going through. At the moment, we sharing my struggles and experiences, but you can nicely share yours and get some support from Morgan. Talking about experiences, at that time when we finish our session, we didn't get to know exactly what happened, what really happened to my lovely folks. And I was working with pendulum, and I get that it's not any bad dogs in my area. It's not any bad people in my area. It's actually something to do with fights with foxes themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't really know, and I didn't understand from pendulum exactly, but could be maybe something to do with some other foxes from other area coming, or some kind of fight between foxes, because foxes are very aerial
Yeah, yeah,
animals.
territory. Yeah, they're territorial.
Territorial, yeah.
Yeah.
They have their own territory, and looks like maybe because this little one's starting to grow up, yeah, maybe everything starting to change before start of spring. they are fighting for their place under the sun, sort of thing.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's interesting the animal world, how that is. But what I still love is that it came to you. It came there to your doorstep, which is very odd because normally animals who are harmed or injured, they will go, well, they'll seek a place of safety, right? And you were the place of safety. And I'll keep going back to that because it chose you. You were chosen. And what a beautiful gift. What a beautiful gift. Before you were going to say that, I had an idea that had popped in my mind about authenticity and what keeps us from that. What's the barriers to being authentic? And we had talked about worrying before, about that energy of worrying. And if you think about it, and I can invite the listeners to think about when you have had worry energy. What is that like? What does it do to you? It's like last Sunday we were talking to the whole concept at Course in Miracles last week was judgment. So it was all about judgment, right? And what that energy of judgment is. And then worry goes right hand in hand with that judgment. What does it do to your thinking? What does it do to your feeling? What does it do to your body? And what does it do to your relationships? And when we start looking at our lives, about if we step back and look at, well, what I'm bringing to this, what is it doing to my thinking? What is it doing to my feeling? What is it doing to my body? And how is this affecting my relationships? If we could each step back and do that about anything that's coming forward in our judgment and how we judge people and how we judge things, we can get closer to our authentic self, and then we can enter that realm we call choosing. I choose. So when you look at this event for you, you got to choose. You could have still stayed in the tragedy, in the why did this have to happen to me? You could have gone down that road, right? But the choosing, after you step back and you take a look at everything, you could step back into your authentic self and realize that it was a gift for you. And it was a gift for the fox, that it could be with someone loving and kind, someone who had cared for it. That's a beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are. If there is no any questions for you from our viewers today, I don't know why they're so silent today.
So,
Just listening,
yeah,
just listening to us going on, and
well,
hopefully taking some notes for themselves or remembering things.
yeah.
I believe that we managed to plant seeds in everyone who is
Oh,
listening to our program.
absolutely. Our conversations are so they're real. It's not. It's being in life, right? And how to be in life, awake, aware, conscious, authentically, all of that. We're in a time that's calling us out to do that. And yeah,
And
that's
at the moment, people really need to know to not going into all these tragedies around us, because around us is little poor, my lovely fox is just tiny, 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 tiny bit. Yeah,
yeah,
there is many more tragedies which going, much bigger tragedies that going on all the time in the world, and what we don't know, what's going underground and what's going. everywhere else.
Up in the skies, underground,
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah,
you know, it's everywhere. But is that our business, right?
it's not. I think our business is really try to show people way how to go and change yourself and start thinking differently to go through life little bit better,
Yeah,
closer to God, follow with all those God's footsteps, yeah, and do something for it. I loved one video on Facebook I've been seeing where show how God works, yeah. The quite interesting people, let's say some people who don't have much, homeless people or something, there was family who praying for some food, yeah, and nothing really much happened. One guy walked past them and left shopping bag, full, big, huge shopping bag left by this family. And off it works. Not looking at this family, not stopping to say hello or anything. Yeah,
yep,
just walks away. Yeah, some other person picks up some animal and helps some animal. Yeah,
yep,
and it's not like you have to wait for somebody from skies to come and rescue you. Yeah, you have to be in this mood to actually rescue everybody who is around you.
yeah. I call that who should I serve today?
Yeah,
What's before me today? And when we began to think that way, then when we are presented with any opportunity, we listen to the inner nudgings, right? And I've had that before where I'll hear. Um, go give that person $20. I'll even hear the number amount. Go give that person $20. I remember the first time that happened, I had like maybe $40. And I heard, go give that person $20. It was at a rest stop. I was traveling. And at first I kind of wanted to argue, but I go, oh yeah, but that's my food money. You know, no, I just did what I was told to do. So I gave the person $20, and then I went into the bathroom, came back out, and he had an entire family, like all these kids, you know, and when I came out, they're like all thanking me. It's like, you know, they'd probably been out there for a long time waiting for someone to help them, right? So when we began to just tune into your guidance about who do we help today, right? You know, that $20, I wanted to give him the other 20, but my guidance wasn't that. It was give him the $20. You never know. It's kind of like me being that joy and affecting life. Who do I serve today, right? So
I I actually find I'm pretty good on listening this, yeah, but I find twice I had didn't listen. I was in bad mood at the time, or something wasn't really right with my how I felt and how I was at that time. And there was one guy who came, some homeless guy asking for money, and I didn't give him. I give somebody else before, and I already put wallet away, and I wasn't in a good place, and I was running somewhere, and I didn't give him. Yeah, and he anyway say, God bless you. Yeah, and another one was guy who in a town, my town, he is drawing pictures, beautiful pictures. But at that time when I see him once, and at that time when I see him, I didn't have any change like straight away with me, yeah. And this is two times when I know exactly I failed. I know I done wrong because I remember those people, and every time when I'm in a town, I'm looking for that guy who drawing these pictures.
Oh,
And any time when I'm in other place in town, that's not in my town, in next town from me. Yeah, when I go there, I'm looking for Tavan guy. I sort of looking for them. Yeah, so apologize, sort of apologize and give them something
mhm.
because I know in myself, yeah, I fail God at that time, and obviously I have to suffer something myself just because I have to learn this lesson.
So just let's just take that little pocket right there, right? You didn't follow your guidance that said what to do, right?
Yeah,
So then what is the energy that comes up after you realize you didn't do that?
guilt, guilt.
What else comes up?
Uh, I don't know.
How did your body feel?
Definitely sad, sad, guilty. I really want to find them. I want to apologize. I want to change this.
You're
Yeah,
trying
but
you're trying to repair the past.
yeah, that's fine.
You can't repair
Yeah,
the past, but
yeah,
you try
and
to,
no, I actually when something not so good happened to me afterwards. Yeah, I sort of know I deserve this because I didn't listen.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I really felt that. Okay, I deserve this. I know
Yep,
why
right.
I have this hiccup at the
Yep. So
moment.
you have guilt, you have shame, you have, and then you feel you have to be punished because you didn't. So what if all that you made up, right?
In my head.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, yeah. You know, just we take those energies and did the feelings that you were having, did they serve you or serve the people?
No,
No, it just
the
made
time was gone. The momentum was gone when it has to happen.
exactly. But what you can do, because I've missed moments too when I could have or I should have. It's like, oh, I'm awake and aware now. I'm happy for every opportunity that comes my way. It's not about that you can go back and repair that because you really can't. It's over. Um, I mean, you can make amends if you've personally done wrong to somebody, but you didn't personally do wrong to anybody. You just missed an opportunity to give. And so, but let me tell you what, there's going to be lots of opportunities to give. And now you're aware, right? And you know what it feels like when you forget, when you don't, or when you make a reason why you can't. Um, and you can even, like the man that you didn't have, you had already put everything away. He said, God bless you, right? What a gift. There's more than money. God bless him. God bless you. So we can give words, we can give a smile, we can give love, we can give all of that. And it has nothing to do with money. But if you're called to give money, then you might want to go ahead and give some money.
Yeah, exactly. Morgan, we are running late at the moment, so
I see that. I see that. Well, let's just do a really quick little
yeah.
because guidance just keeps showing me an image. So I'll give that to you. So I invite everybody just to come present within yourself. Take a deep breath in and just get a real keen awareness of who you are, your body, Become aware of your body, how it feels. Got any tenseness? Are you fluid? Are you relaxed? Are you tense? Are you in pain? Just identify it. Oh yeah, this is my body. And take a breath into your body. And as you become just real present within yourself, I want you to think about what's outside of you, but stay present within yourself. And as you just stay present within yourself, just think about what's going on in your world, but it's outside of you, not inside of you, but outside of you, like it's playing like a movie. Things that take your attention. Maybe it's family, maybe it's world events. Just look at it without emotion, without, just as you're just looking at, oh yeah, there's that problem in the world. And as you just scan your environment for what tries to get your attention or what is really going on in the world, come back into yourself and let those images go for right now. But within yourself, ask yourself, is there anything about those images that is calling me right now? Is there anything about what's happening in my life right now? What is it calling forward in me right now? And notice what comes up. Just notice what comes up. What is calling you right now? And as you just put your attention on what's calling you, is love calling you? Is peace calling you? What's calling you? Take a breath in and come real present into yourself. And then one more time, we're going to scan your environment about those things that are going on in your life. And this time, notice, have you changed? As you look at what's going on in your world, maybe in your family life or in your political life or whatever's going on in your world. And as you stand here, understanding that this is calling you to come forward, how has that changed for you? And then let those images go again and come back into your body temple, into your thinking, into your feeling, into yourself. And as you have contemplated what is calling you forward, what is calling you forward truly right now? Who are you called to be in this world? Who are you called to be in your family? Who is that authentic self that is being required to show up? Not the ego drama self, but the authentic self. And as you begin to just play with this, you can play with this at all times. You can be in your world and just notice, and then come back inside of yourself and go, what is this calling me to be? Who am I to be in the presence of this? Am I joy and love? And so, as we come to awareness more about our authenticity, we have the power to choose at any moment from that authenticity, to choose love, to choose peace, to choose to hear the voice of God, the voice of love, the voice of peace, the voice of generosity, the voice of kindness. Choosing. We are at choice. And that choice is our power, and it reflects our authenticity. And so, as we just become more and more aware about how we react in our world, or how we respond in our world, how we react to situations or respond to situations, how we react to our own lives or how we respond to our own lives. It's our choice. Take a breath in and just let that breath come in, anchor itself in to be present fully and completely this entire day, this entire week, this entire month, this entire year. Become very awake, very aware, authentic. So, in this awareness, in this consciousness, I give thanks for this time we have spent together, this time where we have had this beautiful conversation. I give thanks for that. And I know that the awareness of this reverberates through this community and through all communities. We have dropped a big, beautiful pebble in the consciousness of love and light and peace so that it might spread and touch all lives. And for that, I am so grateful. And so it is.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for everybody who joined us. Please, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube video channel so more videos we can help more people with our knowledge, with Morganne's beautiful, pure knowledge and wisdom. It's not possible really to say how grateful I am to Morganne agreed work with me and share her knowledge with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's it's my own angel by my side. It's brilliant. It's really brilliant, and everybody who watching our videos really can tap in this beautiful Morganne's energy and feel this angel by their side as well. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. From our hearts to yours. Thank you, and God bless.